I think most shooters can agree that no matter how much we love the activity or the sport we're involved in, our least favorite part is going from this to this. Well, I want to show you a tool that makes this a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster. So while magazine loading tools and helpers have been around for pistol calibers for quite a while and for light rifle cartridges, they're harder to find for full-size rifle cartridges like .308. And it doesn't matter whether you need to fill a 10-round magazine, a 20-round magazine, a 30-round magazine, or all the above. The best way I've found to get a bunch of .308 ammo into a .308 magazine is with this Podavach magazine loader. It's really a pretty simple and ingenious design, as most ingenious designs do tend to be simple. The only parts of the unit that are not wood are the little feet that are rubberized that helps keep it firmly planted on the surface you're working with, and the magnet that is on both the pusher and the bed of the loader there to hold that in place. Keeps it from moving around, which is great. And as you can see, it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. It's razor thin, which is nice. You could slip that into any kind of rifle bag or backpack. Okay, let's do a quick demonstration of how it works with a 10-round magazine. I've got 10 rounds of .308 lying here. And basically, you just want to put those 10 rounds into the loader. And what I'm doing is I'm just slightly angling them so that they'll fit inside those two lips, because once they're straight, you can't lift them out. All right, so now I've got 10 rounds sitting in the loader, and I take the magazine and I'm going to slide it in to the end. This is a Magpul magazine, and the way this receiver end of the loader is made, you slide that magazine in there, and it's a nice snug fit. That holds it in place. Then you've got these sort of grasping handles on the outside, and I like to just lay my hand there and just sort of hold on to it like this. Take the pusher free from the magnet, and you just use this pusher to push the rounds straight into the magazine. What I've found is that the best method is just smooth, firm, one push. Just like that. And you've got a loaded magazine. Okay, but what if they're not all laid out nice and neat, and it's just not a simple matter of transferring them from one spot onto the loader? Well, that's still a piece of cake. So now I've got a 20-round Magpul magazine. I'm going to slip that into the loader. And I got 20 rounds here. Same method, you just pick them up. I like doing it by twos. And there you go. Now, if you want to know how many rounds you put in there, let's say I wasn't sure if I had 20 laid out and I lost count, I can slide them all the way to the end, and if I see that mark right there, then I know I've got 20. Well, this is one way to load your magazines. It's certainly effective. Everybody should know how to do it. That's important. But it can be rather time-consuming, and it may not be the way you want to spend most of your time at the range, especially if that time is limited, or especially if range access is limited and you have to pay for the amount of time you're at the range. That's a big consideration. So would you really want to spend all that time shoving rounds individually into your magazines? I think not. There's a better way. The U-loaders from Podavach are great tools for the range, or even if you want to preload all your magazines from home before you even head out to the range. They're flat as a flounder. They fit easily in any kind of a rifle bag or range bag, easy to bring along, and they're easy to work with on the range table. You might find having one of these available and letting the other folks at the range borrow it makes you the most popular guy at the range. So the U-loader that you see right here is set up for basically the AR, the AK, and 300 blackout rounds. And the way it works is pretty simple. You just take your handful of rounds and then you put them down into the U-loader. All right, so I've got 20 of them in there. And you can do them the way I was just showing you, or you can feed them individually around this little corner here. All right, so there's 20 rounds, and those 20 rounds are ready to go into this magazine. Lay your magazine into the loader where it's supposed to go. I like to put my hand on it just to hold everything in place. And you take the pusher and you simply push them in. And the best way to do it is one strong fluid motion, just like this. And there you go. That's about as fast as you can load 20 rounds any way I've ever seen. All right, now be honest with me. Would you rather spend your day at the range doing this, or would you rather be doing this?